You mentioned Soto. So he went 4 for 10 in the series. He also walked 3 times. I told you guys I have a take about Juan Soto.
Yeah.
It is that he's making Aaron Judge and just everybody else on the team look worse. Okay, like Aaron Judge was up until this season the Yankees' best player, and he is the Yankees' captain. And as Judge went, the team went, and it was just wait until Judge gets up again because everyone else in the lineup isn't going to do shit. And I know Judge hasn't really been hitting. He had the big hit yesterday, and there will be a point where Soto struggles this year, and Judge is on fire, and it'll make me eat my words.
Yep.
But so far this season,
Yes.
through however many games that they have played, every single at bat for Juan Soto is competitive. He is toying with pitchers. He's going deep into counts. He is looking back at the umpire and telling them, actually, Mr. Umpire, you're wrong. I am right. I know the strike zone better than you. He goes down 0-2. Doesn't matter. He's still going to work it to a 2-2 or 3-2 count, put the bat on the ball. Oh, you want to brush me inside? I'm going to take the next ball out of the ballpark. Okay? He has been so next level as a hitter that it is making Aaron Judge look not as good. That is my take.
Okay, well, it's easy to say that too when Judge is hitting 185. Judge
Sure.
literally has not been good
But
so far this year. Came up with a big hit last night.
Every time Soto's at the plate, it's just so good.
Yeah. It's more about Soto than it is about other people, I think, is
Yes.
that his competitiveness at the plate is a joy to watch. And some baseball purists, some old men yelling at clouds, may not like the things that he does at the plate because I think some of the old school people don't like emotion and all that. I feel like the tide has changed, the winds have shifted, and nobody gives a shit about it anymore. In fact, a little infusion of personality, good thing. And when I see Juan Soto, not gonna lie, when I saw him on the other teams and I saw him do the stride towards the pitcher, I was like, ooh, what is that cocky motherfucker doing as he's taking a pitch and shaking his head? And then I would watch him a little bit more. I'm like, okay, the guy's just really competitive and just does this. It doesn't seem like he's trying to show anybody up. It's just the way he approaches his at-bats. And now that he's in a Yankee uniform and I'm watching this every single night and I'm watching the way that he does this, I absolutely love it. The man is like shaking his head at the pitcher when the pitcher was trying to throw a strike on the corner and he knew damn well that ball was not there. And he's like, I know you just tried to do this, but you failed. And I knew you were going to fail because I watched it all the way into the glove. I could see the seams and you know, he just like stares him dead in the eyes and shakes his head. And I think it's so entertaining. And he does this in the first inning. And then when he does it in the ninth inning, because it's even more intense. And if I'm a pitcher, I don't know how I combat that as a pitcher. Like, do you not look at him? Do you look at the ground? Do you just stare at the catcher and the umpire? Don't make eye contact because it's intimidating.
What Soto is doing, I would imagine, is he's approaching every single pitch with that mentality. So he's never taking a pitch off. Like, it's very easy throughout a 162 game season, especially for Juan Soto, who plays 162 games a year. 700 plus plate appearances, you're gonna just maybe not care as much for certain at bats. But like, if he's in every single pitch, engaging with the pitcher in that sort of, oh, you think you got me on that pitch? Oh, nice pitch there. Okay, I'll give it to you. Nice pitch on the outside corner. Try it again. See what happens. If he's approaching every single pitch like that, he's never taking an at bat off.
He's not taking a pitch off. No,
right.
He's locked in. That's what I'm saying. Like he's the same guy in the first inning and the same guy in the ninth inning, no matter what.
And that's what results in a MVP caliber player. Like, it's those types of players. Like I don't want to go too far and, you know, start comparing him to all-time greats in other sports and everything. But like, anytime you watch a documentary or read anything about the greatest athletes of all time, Tiger Woods, Michael Jordan, Tom Brady, they have this maniacal competitiveness about the littlest of things, right? Michael Jordan, like from the Last Dance documentary, he's not going to let the security guard beat him in dice, right? Like Tom Brady is not going to let someone show him up in a walkthrough, never mind an actual football game, okay? That's how they become the greatest of all time. And I don't know, whatever Juan Soto is going to be at the end of his career, if we're going to call him the greatest of all time, whatever it is, all I know is watching him every at-bat, he's not going to let one single pitch beat him.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm ready to go as far as greatest of all time, but
That's what I said. But that's what I'm alluding to, that sort of competitiveness on everything.
Yeah. Yeah, the guy, I don't know what he does off the field. I would be very curious to see what he does off the field and take a little spin around what Juan Soto is outside of baseball. That would be an interesting follow along, fly on the wall type situation. But yeah, man, it's fun to watch. And I really think that you have a guy like that in your dugout, you're making everybody so much better, purely from a competitive standpoint. And it's no coincidence, I believe, that this team has, all the fight in it at the end of the games. You never feel out of it because they're getting on base. They're getting in situations to tie the game, to win the game. And then opportunities like last night happen. So I think that's going to continue. I think that competitiveness and the fact that he takes every single pitch so seriously is just going to continue to bleed into the other players on this team. I think Verdugo has a similar mentality in that sense. Like, obviously very different talent wise, but a similar, it kind of goes back to the dog mentality. And I love it. And I think that infusion of competitiveness and personality is exactly what this team absolutely needed. And it's going to help them, sustain the bad moments, because they're going to come, and they're going to come in waves most likely. And it's going to help them get out of them. So I'm excited to see what the rest of the year with him is, and how it makes everybody else better. I do think it's immediately impacting a guy like Anthony Volpe, because he's seeing right now, not that he didn't see what Judge's approach was, but they're very different players. Soto has that, and we're going to talk about some launch angle numbers that I think are interesting with some of these guys, but Soto has that, spray the ball all over the field mentality at the plate, which is what Volpe has really adapted this year, as we've seen the improvements.
I have two more things I want to mention about Soto. But first, if you are looking for a great pair of pants this spring that you can wear to work, on the weekends, or to a nice occasion, then you should check out Doer. Doer jeans don't just look great, they feel great. They are by far the most comfortable jeans that I have ever owned. Doer makes stretch, performance denim, and lifestyle apparel for both men and women. Their timeless styles are unlike traditional denim because they are made from natural fibers for high stretch, breathability, and moisture absorption. And the weather is about to get warmer, so that moisture absorption is good, especially if you're going to be going to a Yankees game or something like that. It is a perfect mix of comfort, style, and stretch. I have a pair of the Performance Denim Heritage Rinse, which is a nice dark color. They fit and look great. They're perfect for work, running errands, and also going out to a nice dinner. As I said last time, I washed them, and then the fit held exactly how it was, which is super important for a pair of jeans. Upgrade your wardrobe with a pair of Doer jeans today. Use our link for 20% off. That link is shopdoer.com/Bronx. That is spelled DUER, shopdoer.com/Bronx. You can also check out their flagship stores in LA and Denver. One more time, shopdoer.com/Bronx for 20% off. Juan Soto kind of has like this gravity to him. His at-bats have this gravity to him, where if he's up fifth in the inning, it's got that impact on the entire inning, where a pitcher's like, well, can't let a guy get on because then Juan Soto's going to come up. Like we talked about this in spring about how Soto and Judge are going to have that like Manny Ortiz type of fear in teams. It's like, they're coming up this inning, potentially can't let anyone get on. And so far what I've seen is Juan Soto has that impact on an inning, where if he has a chance to get up, if the inning gets to him, that inning is going to continue. He's going to get on base some way, somehow. And last night, he ended up walking in that big spot in the ninth inning. And I was saying, which I'm sure a lot of Yankees fans were saying, Juan, please swing the bat, hit the ball, because Judge is struggling right now. Like, we need you to get the hit right here, because I don't know if Judge can do it. Soto walked. I thought there was two pitches in that at-bat he could have punished. He ended up taking them both and ended up walking. And then Judge thankfully got the hit. But I was cynically saying, kind of want Soto to get the hit here, because I don't know if Judge is going to do it.
Well, and shocker that I was thinking something different. The fact that Soto is up at the plate and spit on the two pitches that you're talking about that he could have probably done damage to, but the way that he is, he's looking for something. He's looking for something. And if he doesn't get what he wants, he's got the discipline and he's got the hand-eye and the bat control to be able to jump back into the count and not be at the mercy of the pitcher. That a lot of guys cannot do that. They have to take advantage when the ball's over the plate.
And that's why a lot of guys are not as consistent as Soto 100%. Is because they let the situation dictate how they're going to approach, rather than saying, this is my approach and I'm going to stick with my approach no matter the situation, and it will pay off for me. Because some guys in that spot would say, oh, I need to do something big here, swing out of their shoes, pop the ball up.
Right. And, you know, just to, not to make comparisons, because there's not, but Alex Rodriguez, love him, hate him, whatever you want to say about him, substance or no substance, he was a very good hitter, and his entire career he hunted fastballs in specific spots in the strike zone. He's been on record talking about this. Like, his career made off feasting. Yes, he hit other pitches, but he would feast on fastballs in particular zones. So when you have these guys that are looking for specific things, but also the ability to make adjustments, that's when you have someone who can do special things. And, you know, again, this situation, passing the baton to Aaron Judge, obviously Soto understands the job at that point and has all the confidence in Aaron Judge